there is no lack. You are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your universe. And the more that you acknowledge that and you own it and shift out of unhealthy behaviors of lack and move into this acknowledgement and appreciation of abundance and all the resources and experiences that you not only get to have, that you continue to get to have, you get to move into a different state of being and move into creating the reality that you truly want and desire. Welcome. I am so excited you are here. We're going to talk about abundance today. I constantly do surveys throughout the year, and I'll do a survey on like, what type of free healing do you guys want? And the number one request each and every time I do this is abundance. Abundance, 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 abundance. We can be and live in a state of abundance. We have so many abundant things, resources, gifts that we are given and have throughout our day. You are probably listening to this or watching this on some sort of smart device, or there's a cable that's plugged into your smart device going into your car radio. It's incredible the amount of technology and information we have at our fingertips at any moment in time throughout our day. Think about that. That was not easily accessible to us 30 years ago, 20 years ago. Chances are we had to look things up at the library. I remember even being in college, like, you went to the library, you went and got the library cards, and you shuffled through the cards in the long drawer boxes to go find a book so you could look up information, or you could go onto the computer and research different articles that the library had archived. Now, anything you can imagine, you can type into your Google search or whatever web browser you use, and you have an abundant amount of information at your fingertips. We also have an abundant amount of food, abundant amount of resources that we have access to. And yes, some people are more privileged than others, but there is resources available to us. You are breathing. You have breath in your lungs today. That is abundance. When we move out of lack, the state of lack, the mentality of lack, we take a quantum leap into the state, into the vibration, into the resonance of abundance. And so what do I mean by that? I mean, you stop worrying about what you don't have and you shift into this appreciation for the things that you do have, the resources that you do have. And you have to catch yourself in the state of lack in order to correct this behavior. So it could look like you're having a great day and all of a sudden you get knocked off of balance and you're complaining about something that went wrong, or you're complaining about or having a hard time with not having enough XYZ resources to have the very thing that you're wanting to have. We have an abundant amount of resources at our fingertips, from information to free resources, to paid resources, to clothing, to money, to food. We have an abundant amount of resources. You also have an abundant amount of creativity within you. And when you tap into that well of creativity, you can create anything you want. Absolutely anything you want with divine inspired action. So manifesting and living a state of abundance requires moving out of a state of lack and catching yourself when you're in that state of lack and when you're complaining about something that's not going your way or having a hard time. And so how do you stop complaining? Well, you move into a state of appreciation. You start appreciating and noticing the things that you are abundant in and that you have abundance around you at all times. For me, I made myself a cup of cacao this morning. And let me tell you, when I drink this, it just makes me feel so abundant. There's a frequency that resonates with my cells, with my being, that just, there's just something that allows me to feel really, really good. And so is it the cacao that I am abundant in? No. It is that I have resources at my fingertips that allow me to feel abundant in certain actions that I am taking. So let me explain that a little differently. Cacao for me makes me feel really, really good. It makes me feel happy. And so that happy juice penetrates through my cells and sends out this frequency that I just feel good. I feel abundant. I feel awesome. I'm so grateful that I could drink this, and it's good for my brain. It's good for my health. Oh my God, what an amazing resource that I have that my body loves and I am grateful for. So gratitude and appreciation allows us to not only take that quantum leap into the state of abundance, but it allows us to not only hold the frequency of abundance, but it allows us to expand that frequency. And so you can address or acknowledge or list all the things that you are grateful for and that you appreciate throughout the day. Or you can take time and list 3 things that you're grateful for and start there. Or you can take and time like 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, where you're just going down your appreciation, gratitude list of things that you are grateful for. And when you're feeling that gratitude, when you're noticing your energy amplify, your heart expand, you're moving into this beautiful state of abundance because you're noticing and you're appreciating and you're expressing gratitude for the things that you not only have, but get to experience and get to continue to experience. And those experiences don't have to be tangible things. They can be ways that you feel, because feeling grateful, feeling abundant is how you live in that state constantly if you're choosing to be in that state. I don't know about you, but there are bad things that happen to good people. There's bad things that happen and unfortunate things that happen, but we can still be in a state of abundance. We can still find the silver lining in those experiences and allow our frequency to expand as we're having a character building moment, as we're having a character building day, and as we are feeling into those things and moving into a state of gratitude. You get to experience that quantum leap into that state and embody it. And taking that quantum leap from lack into abundance and appreciation, you get to start to live through the lens of abundance. This is also the lens of love. Love and abundance and gratitude are the trifecta of raising your frequency. They're the trifecta of supporting you and being the most creative being that you can be, because you're meant to be creating. When we're not creating something, and it doesn't have to be this elaborate arts and crafts project, it can be anything. Like, I love creating my life. It is an absolute honor and a privilege that I get to live in this space and time and get to create the reality that I'm choosing to create. Good, bad, or indifferent, I'm choosing to create that. Anytime I'm in a state of lack, I'm choosing to create that experience if I'm constantly acknowledging and talking about it in a state of lack. If I am in a state of lack and I acknowledge that I'm in a state of lack, and then I move that state of lack into abundance, which allows me to let go of any perfectionism, allows me to let go of any control that I'm trying to control that state of lack, and I move into appreciation and I move into a different frequency, then I can get to be in and live through the lens of abundance. But we have to make the conscious shift. You have to make a conscious effort. And it is not about judging yourself when you're in that moment, because we all have those moments. It's more about, ooh, wow, that's something for me to work on. I just realized that I am being so negative in this particular moment, and that's not how I want to live. That's not how I want to be. What's in my control right now? What am I grateful for? What is abundantly accessible to me, and what abundance do I have that I can embody, that I can appreciate, that I can acknowledge? And this shifts all sorts of things, because the more that you work on your mindset, the more that you work on this lens, the more you're going to start seeing unhealthy behaviors and patterns that aren't serving you. And it is not about being in a state of judgment. It's about being in a state of curiosity. And when you have this curiosity, you can have the self-discovery, and you can move in to that state of abundance and live in that place. That does not mean you're not going to make mistakes. You're just going to make fewer mistakes, or you're going to have fewer moments where you are stating or being or connecting with a pattern or behavior of a state of lack. And trust me, there is no lack. You are the creator of your reality. You are the creator of your universe. And the more that you acknowledge that and you own it and shift out of unhealthy behaviors of lack and move into this acknowledgement and appreciation of abundance and all the resources and experiences that you not only get to have, that you continue to get to have, you get to move into a different state of being and move into creating the reality that you truly want and desire. And you deserve it, my friend. You absolutely deserve it. So here's the quick recap. Move out of the state of lack and move into the state of abundance. You can move into the state of abundance by taking a quantum leap into acknowledging and appreciating the abundance that you have around you and anything else that you are grateful for. And then once you do that, you can then continue to live through the lens of abundance and love. And this is all done through practicing the first two steps. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.